What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we are looking at the superior grass type right now in the Go Battle League. That is Serperior. I've been seeing so many of my friends, so many streamers running this thing. I've been struggling against it a little bit, so I decided to give it a spin. And we got the idea from this team actually from Caleb Peng, so shout out to Caleb. It's basically an adaptation of his Ultra League team that was Virizion, Greedent, Steelix. And I thought of that as like, what if I put Serperior instead of Virizion and made this a Great League team? So this is a pretty casual video. I've got one set for you. And we have some pretty good games here. And like some different showcases of various situations. So we have a tough lead against the Dragonair. We safe swapped our Greedent, which was able to outpace the Dragonair to land a body slam, so that was nice. And then he chips us and then comes in with his Lickitung. But Lickitung gets a little bit greedy here, allows us to get to our third body slam to really chip this thing. I go for a swap if it lets me, but it was CMP. So that's how it should work. I feel like I can't really Vine Whip down, so I decided to come in with Steelix. And at this point, I feel like he probably goes for the Power Whip, so I actually decide to put up a shield. And now I'm wondering, what's in the back? Could it be Medi? Could it be Lantern? I go for the Breaking Swipe here, and what you're going to see is a bit of a mistake, because if I had just Earthquake there, I'd probably just kind of win on the spot. I build up a little bit more energy while I wasn't being threatened by fast moves, and then I swap. And this way, I can get off these Aerial Aces to maybe force some shields off of the Dragonair. And Steelix, with that energy, I'm hoping can beat the Lantern in the back. Nice counting by our opponent. Doesn't allow me to get off the Aerial Ace, so I decide it's better for me to let this go, save a shield for Steelix, and go from there. Surf's up, dude. Surf's coming in. I'm going to put up a shield. I do one Dragon Tail. I go straight for the EQ. I feel like because he called the last one, maybe he'll no shield again. And nope, shields. I'm like, dang it, that is throw the game. Well, look at this. I get off another Breaking Swipe, so now I should live a Surf. The question is, does he get to 2 Surfs before I get to another Breaking Swipe? Surf comes in. We're 3 away. Come on, Steelix, get there. And Steelix gets there. And we're going to win the game. Rise trying his best to throw, because if I had just gone straight Breaking Swipe, I had so much energy, I probably would have got to like 4. So I think going for the Earthquake was like, I don't even know, man. It was like me trying to lose the game, I guess. But we're able to sneak away with a win. Serperior, Green, Steelix. I think I got some cute times here. We did hit Expert rank recently, and we've fallen a little bit since then. So we're trying to get back without leaderboard range. I mean, 2700 is probably still leaderboard right now. So we get a tough lead against A9, and A9 is like one of the worst possible leads for this team, which kind of is why this starts taking a turn for the worst. Swampert comes in. Greedent looking cute and cuddly as ever. Look how happy he is just to be playing. Body Slam connects. And opponent makes a really nice play here. Going for the Earthquake, knowing that Hydro Cannon's not quite enough. I do have to take a Hydro Cannon here worth of chip damage, which isn't ideal. And here I'm like, how the heck am I going to beat this A9? If I was a little bit more on point with my counts, I may have been able to win this. Let's actually backtrack a little bit here. I'm not in a rush. Are you guys in a rush? Actually, I do have a flight later today, so I kind of am in a rush. But how many Powder Snows if we do instant replay? Let's see how much energy this A9 had. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he threw right away. So he was dry on the A9. So let's see if this was winnable if I had played this better. 3, 4. So A9's currently at the first Weather Ball. It's at 4. It's 5-4 for every Weather Ball. 5, 6, 7, 8. So A9 should be 1 Powder Snow shy of its next Weather Ball. I go for the Frenzy Plant here. And I swap Now, let's see. Would I have outpaced? Would I have outpaced? Because I Frenzy here. Oh, man, that's a tough call. If he was one off. I don't know. If I was 5 Powder Snows or 5 Vine Whips away, I think I would have outpaced because he would have had to throw once to get the last shield, which would have allowed me a sneak. So even like a quick instant replay, I'm still not 100% sure if I could have shielded and then outpaced by 1 to the Frenzy Plant. So I wasn't sure in the moment, so I decided to swap Steelix. But the problem here is we just get outpaced so significantly before we get to this Earthquake that A9 is going to, of course, get to 3 Weather Balls because it had some residual energy before we even get off our Earthquake. At this point, all we're really playing out is the odd chance it's like a Grass type in back that we can Frenzy Plant and potentially, or sorry, if it's a Water type in back that we could potentially Frenzy Plant and still win the game. But unfortunately, it's Mr. Lickitung. Bulky as ever, and Lickitung was able to close that one out pretty easily. Serperior into Sandslash, so another core breaker lead, which made me start questioning, maybe this team isn't the best. They're going to see us potentially make some adjustments later. So Crunch comes through, gets a debuff. In comes Medi. Now, this isn't a great situation for us, but at least we have created a bit of a desync in the switch timer. We also did some chip damage to the Slash, which has put it within like Frenzy Plant range, if that can help us at all later on. Medi throws a move. I didn't want to shield this because I feel like even if I shield a Psychic, it still wasn't quite in Body Slam range. So I come in here with Serp. Gonna have to eat a move. Now, I'm very well aware that he's probably going to try and combo play me with the Ice Punch he has loaded. And unfortunately, I just don't react quickly enough. Maybe could have caught on Steelix. So you could argue I should have, in order to avoid that, maybe I should have just not over-farmed as much and just Aerial Aced the Medicham when I had the chance. I do catch an Ice Punch here, which is kind of nice. But, of course, with the Steel typing of Sandslash, it is going to resist our Dragon Tails. We are not going to be able to comfortably farm this down. He does give us a sneak, which is nice. But he is 5 off the Ice Punch, so I am forced to throw the Breaking Swipe here. Otherwise, he would have reached the Ice Punch. Breaking Swipe takes him out. What's going to come in? Is it going to be the Medi? It is. I got kind of greedy here. I had an opportunity to throw the Breaking Swipe, but I didn't because I was thinking if there's a whole Pokemon in the back, I probably need to like take the chance that I can farm down here. So let's say I had thrown the Breaking Swipe at the Medicham. He lets it go. I think Sableye sweeps anyway. So, Rise, you had the Breaking Swipe. Why didn't you throw it? Trevor, don't think it would have changed the outcome. So after this, I'm like, 2 leads in a row. And this is a tip I give you guys. Like, it's important to identify when you feel like you're misplaying and you could have won the game versus when you feel like it was kind of the team comp that got you. I misplay all the time. I'll admit it when we see a game that I totally throw or misplay. Those were 2 games I felt like team comp I couldn't realistically have won. So I started thinking, what could I switch here? And I was like, we're seeing like these ice leads. Maybe I go with my Shadow Poliwrath and I lock in. And then I'm like, as soon as I lock in, I'm like, oh, wait a sec. What do I do against the Medicham? I guess I didn't realize it yet. But I think as soon as like I saw battle starting, I was like, oh, wait. I just auto-lose to Medicham. So I don't recommend this lead with this back line. But sometimes you got to live a little. Shadow Poliwrath is also fun. And here we go. SBU. After this game, he's going to be complaining, what the heck does Rise do against the Medicham? But this is actually good for us that we see Sirfetch'd here. I make a bit of a misplay here, and I allow him to catch the pup on Sableye. So nice read by the opponent. Kind of sloppy by me to just blindly throw a pup there. Not expecting him to catch. I come in here with the Greedmeister. And this is a pretty awkward game, right? Because that's Surfetched. Still about half health. We don't have energy anymore on our Poliwrath. He goes for Foul Play. I go for Crunch. And he's up a shield on us, so this isn't like a great situation. He has the energy for return, so I do decide to respect the return. If it is a return, which it is, I'm able to Mudshot all the way down. Now I've got lots of energy. And check out what happens here. It's Gligar. I'm like, oh, this is not great at all. Gligar is pretty solid against our whole team. But we're just gonna keep spamming off these body slams. And my back Pokemon, my Steelix, has quite a bit of fast move pressure. So I'm kind of hoping he lets this go through unshielded. Because from his perspective, right, he's not threatened. This doesn't threaten the KO. He might be thinking Surf Fetch with 2 shields goes off. But I swap in. I knew I was going to get outpaced here. But I'm able to do enough damage where I can Dragon Tail down here. And keep in mind that Gligar has energy. But we're not quite in dig range. And Gligar's getting super low. If we can KO in 2 Dragon Tails, I don't think he gets there. Oh, 3 maybe? 3 Dragon Tails, and he doesn't get there. And if the opponent had shielded some of those body slams on Greedent, I think we lose that game, so definitely a bit lucky. And after that game, I was like, oh crap. Let's probably use something where we don't auto-lose to Medicham. So we go with the DD. Battle starting, and I think this is the last battle of the video. I told you guys it's more of a casual video. We're just kind of changing out the lead. I was playing these battles late at night because, like I said, I'm actually flying. I'm flying to out of state today for a bit of a trip. But Ice Beam connects, and this is a huge misplay by me, actually. Why is this a misplay? I didn't even build up to 8. Like, you can tell Rise is just not thinking right now. At least Rise was thinking enough to not allow the catch there. Catch seemed kind of obvious. Body Slam connects. And Greedent, this is where I love Greedent against Lickitung. Lickitung is so common right now. It's like everywhere, it seems. And Greedent's really reliable here just because you're outpacing to Body Slams. And your Mud Shots are hitting for neutral as opposed to Licks being resisted. So your Mud Shot damage is probably about the same, to be honest, as the Lick damage. If each Mud Shot's doing 2 damage and each Lick's doing 1, I presume, you're probably doing about the same. I expect the combo play by him, so I actually throw my Body Slam right away. He makes the combo play, but Body Slam's going to put his Mantine pretty low. And at this point, I'm just going to let it go because I feel like Steelix can farm down. I am concerned, though, that it's a Medicham in the back. I mean, with Mantine and Lickitung, right? Like, it's probably something that beats Steel. He's really soft to Reggie, so I feel like it's probably a Medicham at this point. And let's see what it is. It is the Medicham. So I'm a little bit nervous here. What I decided to do is stay in so I can debuff him again. He throws the Ice Punch. I'm fine with that. I feel like I kind of want to save shields for DD. I'm able to debuff him again here, throwing out another Breaking Swipe. All shields are still in play. Once again, he doesn't shield. He catches my Rock Slide. I had kind of forgotten how healthy this Lickitung was, so I don't think this undercharge was smart, to be honest. I shouldn't have undercharged. I go for another Rock Slide, and because he shielded the undercharge, it didn't really matter. This one knocks out. And now I'm like, I don't think I'm getting to 2 moves. So I am just committing to fast moves at this point. Is there any way 2 Dragon Tails KOs? And it does. It does. And yeah, just a really nice example there of recognizing when you need to commit to fast moves. Because what good would throwing the Psycho Boost do me here if we know Steelix isn't reaching a move, right? He still has a shield. There's no reason for me to throw my energy unless I get to 2 Psycho Boosts, or if I would get off 2 Psycho Boosts. So we commit to the fast moves, and 2 Dragon Tails is enough to KO. So that was a pretty crazy win. We never used the shield, And it looked kind of bad when we saw that Medi, right? Medi with 2 shields against our Steelix and a low health DD. But we get the win. We catch a Suicune. Community Day over the weekend. A lot of people seem to be fans of these legendary dogs. We climb like 5 points. What is that? But we're able to make our way a little bit more as we try and push past the expert Elo once again and hopefully hit legend sooner rather than later. All that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.